Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, Nufftingz. So, it's been a while since I've done a video, but we're going to do a little story time today. So, get some popcorn, do what you need to do. We're going to have a interesting story. So, I know somebody, right? I don't even know how to start the story because there's so much to say. But okay, so I know this female, right? And she got into a little bit of a financial situation. Now, a little backstory on the situation is this girl's ignorant as hell. Okay, and I mean, if you know Dragon Ball Z, I should say, you know Vegeta, right? And you know Vegeta is prideful as hell. This girl is like prideful like Vegeta, like Walter White. And I mean, the pride is so bad that it's ruining her life. Now, let me tell you what happened with this one. So, she has this situation now where she's actually going to be homeless, right? So, the homeless situation, it's really her fault, right? Now, the little backstory on her is she actually had a kid years ago when she was 15 years old. So, she was a young teenage mother, right? The daughter that she had was taken away from her, and the story makes no sense. So, how the story goes is that her sister just randomly one day swooped in, took her daughter, and left, and never gave her back. I'm like, so how does your sister just randomly take a kid like that? She goes, no idea. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. For someone to just come in and take your child, there has to be some bad stuff going on with the kid, right? She goes, nothing was going on. My sister just came and took her. I'm like, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get into that story because it's a stupid story. Like, there's no way, especially Canada law, that someone could just come in, take your kid, and just go, right? They would have to have reasons, or like there had to be other stuff to the story, but she's not telling us. Okay, cool. Now, you have this other part now where she has a son who's like 2 years old now, right? Okay. The son has a father who is a druggie, right? And apparently he's pulled knives on her. He's pulled knives on her parents, whatever, right? Now, in my area, there's a convenience store, right? And it's been there for years, right? On the door, they have like pictures of people that have robbed the store. The father of her son is actually on the door. Like, he literally robbed from this store. And he lives like in the area. There's a lot of like co-op housing and stuff in the area. It's like, damn, okay. So this guy is a loose ball. Now, her situation is so funny because it's like, okay, if I'm like going off topic and going to other things, it's because the story is so hard to explain, right? So she's now going to be homeless March the 1st. Right now it's January 23rd. So she started a GoFundMe, right? Now, the GoFundMe has $25 in there. So she reached out to me and said, hey man, I need you to help me out. Actually, it wasn't even her. Another dude did it. So she got this dude to reach out to me and say, hey man, can you, share this to your people, right? And I'm like, why? Now, I had saw that she put up a TikTok video asking for help because she needs to get money for this thing, right? So for her GoFundMe, right? Now, honestly, when I saw it, I was on the toilet. It was one of those things where, when you wake up and you scroll through your phone, it was one of those things. So I didn't really get a lot of information on it. So I tried to get it today. Now, you want me to help you out. Now, she said that since I haven't helped her, I'm a mean person. I'm like, how am I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm helping. Like, you want me to share this to my followers on my socials, right? So I need to know what I'm actually doing. So I wanted to like have a conversation with her. Tell me why she's being rude as hell. Like just ignorant to me. Like, and I'm like, dude, what is your problem? So I ask the normal questions. I go, okay, what do you need help with? Like, what is it? Like, what's going on? Like, aren't you on welfare? Like on OW? Yeah, but they're not helping me get first and last. I'm like, but why? Like, they would help you if they can, right? And see, the thing is, the reason why she's gonna be homeless is because she's in a shelter, and the shelter is kicking her out because she's been in there for 2 years and hasn't made a move. I'm like, but you've been there for 2 years. Shouldn't you have made a move already? 2 years or a year? I don't even know. So, okay. So to break this down, how I have heard it, maybe I'm wrong on certain things, but like this is how I heard it from her mouth and other people, right? Mostly her, is that she has been told by numerous people to go on, um what is it called again? Like she's already on social assistance, right? Like she's also on disability because she's deaf in one ear, right? So she claims because of her disability she can't work. Okay, fine. I'm not saying that's a good excuse. Like I get it, you're disabled. Okay, fine. I'm not saying that, you have to find a job, but does hearing impairment stop you from working? Like I've seen disabled people, like I know disabled people um personally. When I was younger, right? I actually volunteered at a school out here for disabled people, and you would have like really bad disability. I mean, this is like before everything was autism, right? But we're talking about like serious disabilities, like people in wheelchairs and whatever, right? But a lot of them I've bumped into, and they have jobs, and one of them actually, I know this dude, I bumped into him at the mall, like, God, like a mall by my house, like 6 months ago. Because there's a new video game store, and I saw him. He does Street Fighter tournaments and stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, good for you. He's doing his thing. So I don't know if hearing impairment stops you from working. Like, I don't know. If you can tell me in the comments if that would stop you from working. Like, I don't know. I've never been hearing impaired. Like, I can't sit here and say I understand because I don't. Now, moving on. So, she's hearing impaired and she has a son that has no ailments, right? Like, he's actually very healthy. So, the dude that did her GoFundMe, and that's the other thing. She didn't even do her GoFundMe. It was somebody else. And I went into a video call with her, and she had like 5 people in this video call. And they were all like, hey, should we send Rob the link for your GoFundMe and whatever? And I'm like, why are you not doing any of this? Oh, because they're doing it for me. I'm like, but if you're trying to get money and stuff, shouldn't you be doing some of this stuff? Like who did your GoFundMe? Oh, he did it. It was other dude, right? I'm like, okay, so how much do you need on your GoFundMe? Oh, I don't know. Go check. Okay, but how am I supposed to know? Like, can you give me some information? Just go check the GoFundMe. That's your information. I'm like, you're being very rude right now for someone that's asking me to help them. Well, if you don't want to help, I don't need your help. So then why am I here? Like, you want me to help you, but you're being rude. She goes, well, you're being rude because you're not helping. What the hell are you talking about? Now, what had happened was the dude that had set up her GoFundMe, he's a nice guy, and he had talked to me about it, but he didn't give me any specifics, right? And I'm like, okay, I don't understand the situation here. Like, what do you want me to do? Well, I need you to help her out. And I'm like, how? Like, what exactly do you want me to do? Like, how much does she need? He didn't tell me. Okay, fine. So when I talked to her today, I'm like, what exactly is it that you need? She goes, I need somewhere to live. I need first and last. How much do you need? Check my GoFundMe. Bro, I'm on the phone with you right now. Like, how much do you actually need? Like I was about to say the F word. Like I was actually getting annoyed. I'm like, how much do you actually need? Well, if you check my GoFundMe, you know. Bro, how many times you can tell me that I'm on the phone with you right now? It's your situation. How much do you need? She goes, 3,300. I'm like, for what? She goes, first and last. Okay, hold on, bro. Can't you get first and last or first or one of them on welfare? Like, if you're on welfare, and also, don't you have a disability? Don't you get money? Oh, I spent it all. Okay, but if you knew you had to get a place and you needed first and last, why are you not putting your money into that? Oh, because I got other things to pay for. Oh my lord, like, dude, you sound like a lot of nonsense right now. Like, it sounds like a whole bunch of crap. Well, I'm like, so what about your last place that you rented? Did they give you back your last? No. Why? Because it's a rude Indian guy. I'm like, okay. And she doesn't mean native. She means like, an Indian from India. So I'm like, okay, so what happened? I don't want to get into it. Okay, bro, if you need help, right? I'm asking you simple questions here. Like, what happened? Why couldn't you get your last? Because he's an ass. Okay. This is very vague. Can I get more information? So by now, majority of you are probably like, why the hell did you not hang up the phone? I was trying to be nice and I'm trying to hear what is it that's going on here. So from what she finally told me after lots of teeth pulling is that she was living at this place. He evicted her. Why did you get evicted? Was a question. I don't know. Why? Like, I keep asking why. What are you getting evicted for? Like, no one's just going to evict you for no reason, right? So she finally told me that she had a cat. Okay, guys, I'm going to be real with you. She didn't have one cat. She had 6 cats. And they weren't fixed. And apparently they were peeing everywhere. So he evicted her because of this reason. Now, you can't really get mad at this dude for evicting you because you had a whole bunch of cats, right? There's no reason why you have to have these many cats. Okay, fine. So she's trying to say that dude won't pay her first and last. So I asked her, I go, okay, did you stay there for the last month? Yes. So why would he give you back the last? Doesn't he use the last and then that last month you take whatever money you have, if you're on welfare, the money they give you from welfare, whatever, and use that towards getting another place? She's like, well, he didn't give me back my first and last. I'm like, but you were there. Anyways, I'm going to get off this part of the story because this part actually irritates me because actually the whole story irritates me. But this story in itself irritates me because she was so rude when I'm asking, like, why did you not get your first and like your last, from renting, right? So as we go on to other things, I go, okay, so how much do you actually need for this GoFundMe thing, right? She says 3.3. But after I actually hung up the phone, I looked and it's 5.5 thousand for first and last. Okay, fine. But before I get into that, let's talk more about what she was saying to me while I was on the phone. So I was like, okay, 3.3 thousand for first and last. That's what, 1,700 a month, 1,750 a month, whatever, right? I'm like, is that for 1 month or for 2? And she goes, I don't know, check. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Now, mind you, I did check after, as I said, right? But before we get into that, we're going to, once again, I got to say this because it's such a silly story. Like, it makes no sense, right? So, this whole thing goes into where she now starts telling me that if I'm not going to help, then don't help. I'm like, look, man, I'm not saying I'm not going to help, but if you want me to tell people and go to my people, like not even on YouTube, right? Like just people I know in like personally, they're going to want information because everybody's having issues now with money, right? If they're going to help you, they're going to want to know a little bit, right? Like I can't just say, oh, she's getting evicted. Because then people are going to be like, why? Like, what am I going to tell them? Anyways, so the whole thing goes to where she's telling me, well, I don't need your help. You don't want to help. I don't need your help. I'm like, okay, fine. So I go, look, if you're going to do this, you're going to need what? $3,000 in the next month, right? Actually, 3.3 thousand. I'm like, okay, how are you going to do that? Well, GoFundMe. Or how much do you have already? None of your business. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. She's like, you're not my banker. Why do I need to tell you anything? Okay. So what exactly am I doing on the phone? Like, what exactly do you need from me? Nothing. So then the other person jumps in on the call and goes, well, she's going to need your help. Are you going to help? Okay. How much of you guys have actually helped her now? Like, there's like 4 of you in this call. Like, how many of you have actually helped her? They go, well, we're going to help her next month. Okay, so let me ask you, if y'all gave her $50, will it equal the amount that she needs? No, that's why we need other people. But if no one's going to donate to her because of her attitude or whatever, or because they think that her story is bull, y'all are going to have to start giving her like $500. Like each of you 5 bills. So 10 of you give her 5 bills, that's 5 grand, right? Okay, fine. Maybe I got the math wrong, but that's what I think. So if 5 of you do it, that should be close, right? Okay, so if she's in this type of need, like 3,000 is what she told me, right? 3.3 thousand, and you have $25. How much do you have on you right now? She goes, none of your business. Okay, how much money do you have on you right now to help you with the first and last? You're not my banker. I don't need to tell you anything. Okay. Like, you understand how annoying this story is? Like, it's one of the dumbest stories I've ever had to tell because it's just, you want help, right? But you're being, rude. So it's like, how is anybody going to help you? How's anybody going to want to help you? If you're asking for money, shouldn't you be nice and give a little information? So fine. She got mad. She tells me to F off. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll F off because that's easy to do. So I F off. She had sent me the link for this GoFundMe, right? Oh, before I say that, hold on. I had said, okay, have you thought about maybe starting an OF or doing some webcam stuff or all that? Because if you need the money this bad, maybe doing a little something like that might help you get it quicker. I have too much self-respect for that. Yeah, but you're also going to be homeless. So what exactly are you going to do? Well, I'm not doing that. Okay. I guess you have too much self-respect to do that, but you're going to be homeless and lose your child. Because out here, I don't know if it is how it is out where you guys are, but out here, if you can't take care of your kid, they take it away. So if you're going to lose your child because you can't get a place to live and you have no money to pay for said place, wouldn't you do whatever you can to keep your child with you? So one of the people, and he's the one that started the GoFundMe, he says to me, he goes, well, I'm just trying to help the kid. I'm like, all right. So do you think that's the best choice? Because she lost her first kid, right? She's now on the verge of losing this one. Do you think maybe since she's not, you know, good at this or she doesn't have the means to take care of this child, do you think maybe that this child maybe would be better off being in a foster home? He's 2, so he would be in a foster home. Like, probably that would be a good one. Maybe this might be the best choice for him. He goes, well, if your kids needed help, I would help I would want you to get help so they can stay with you. I'm like, what do my kids have to do with this? Like, I've never had this issue before because my kids are well taken care of. So why? And I don't burn bridges like that. Like, I have family help because I'm not rude to them. I have family help on both sides and their own mother because we actually do what we can to take care of these kids. We don't do drugs, we don't drink, we don't smoke. I'm not saying you can't be a good parent if you do that stuff, but I'm saying like what are you doing? Like we're not homeless. Like I don't understand why you would bring me into this. Plus, I'm not asking for $3,000. Like I don't because I never used the GoFundMe thing, right? Now, I know if I really needed help, I would not be rude to people. I would pretty much be the nicest church boy in the world, and I would go to any means to protect my family, my children. Like, I don't understand what the argument is here. Like, you want me to help you, and I'm willing to help, but I need to understand what I'm helping, right? Like, I'm not just going to throw money at something. And even if I did, it would have to be a substantial amount because you are not getting any help, right? Like, you've had this GoFundMe up for what, 2 weeks and you have $25. So either nobody wants to help you or they think your story is nonsense or whatever, right? But I'm the bad person. Like, how much do you think I can give you? Like, bro, you're asking for $5,500, right? And in the description, I don't hear you saying that you're looking for work or if you can work. And I mean, you're probably getting disability payments, right? Because out here they give a lot, like I said, right? So do you like how much help do you like? Where is your money going? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're living in a shelter, right? Do they not pay you when you're in a shelter, like for this stuff? Like, I don't understand. So also, you need $5,500, right? Is your rent $2,500? Like, where the hell are you living for a single mother with a 2-year old? I don't understand. Now, me as a person with a brain, wouldn't these be the questions that I would like to get answered? Like, you want me to be your friend. We apparently were friends. Why can't I know the specifics of what's going on with you, right? But you don't want to tell me any of that, but you want help. But if you want help, why are you being rude to the people? Like, these are questions like I don't understand. Like, so anyways, moving on. It ended where she told me to F off and to get off the phone, and I did. And I was just like, well, I guess this is not happening. Like, I'm not helping you, and I guess no one's going to help you because you're being rude. So, the whole point of this story is that, I don't know, it's just like sometimes people need to get life hitting them hard for them to understand. And I don't know, man. Like, to me, it just seems like if I need help, I would go through every channel. I would do whatever I can to get myself out of the situation. But from what I've realized from this situation, from this person in particular, is that they're not willing to do it and they're trying to get other people to help them. They're trying to get other people to start the GoFundMe. They're trying to get other people to share this thing. And yet, I never got the link from you. The video that you had posted was not even on your TikTok, it was on somebody else's TikTok. I don't understand what exactly you're doing to help yourself to get out of this situation. Anyways, moving on from this story, I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know how you are going to get yourself out of it, and I wish you the best. I don't know what I would name this story. Like, it's an actual story that is going on. Your baby daddy isn't helping you. Your family doesn't want to help you. Your friends that you deal with are all on OW. Um, None of them have money. One or two of them said that they're going to help her next month, but they can't help her now. I don't know what you're going to do and how you're going to sell yourself. And I mean sell yourself not in a sexual way, but sell yourself to get people to actually want to help you. And you want me to share it to people that I know, but you're not doing anything yourself to get yourself out of this situation. So I don't know what you're going to do, and I wish you well, but you're going to have a hard road if you're not going to be nice or be, you know, giving out the information that people want to know. I'm not saying to spill everything, but if every story you have sounds like a lie, how do you think you're going to get out of the situation? Anyways, that was my story, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's a real story. I didn't say any names because I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. But if you have anything to add to this, if you want to, if you know this person, you want to explain your part of the story or whatever, or if you are a person that lives elsewhere and you want to give me what you thought of the story and how I should have handled it or how they should handle it, maybe they might look at the comments and get ideas to get themselves out of the situation. I don't know. This is just me speaking on people's real life situations and how they're handling it. Also, I did ask because tomorrow we're going to have minus 50 where we are, and it's going to be apparently in Toronto, it's going to be the coldest place on record tomorrow. I don't know. It's some weird stuff like that. But it's going to be hella cold tomorrow, and if you live out here and you're going to be in it, or if you're having coldness happening in your area, stay warm, stay safe, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope that, you stay warm. And if you're in a hot place, I don't like you. Nah, I'm just playing, I love you. But if you're in a hot place, I hope you enjoy yourself and you stay safe. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.